All right, there we go. Spider-Man, amazing start. Star Wars, I mean the middle. So I'm talking about the prequel trilogies. I mean, it wasn't as favorited at the start, but now everyone's starting to come around and say that they're good. With the Spider-Man, with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, everyone hated him and are starting to come around to it. So that's kind of where they're similar. And in Tom's, I love Tom. I love his Spider Man, but he gets carried way too much. I think we mentioned this multiple times. Uh, and then with this newer Star Wars, everyone hates it. At least the movies. But I'm gonna have to go Spider Man. It's tough. It breaks me so much to say Spider Man, but I think it's just all around better. The animated series I heard was good, and Spider Man had very few flops as far as movies and TV show wise. All right, next up, Batman versus Iron Man. So everything. So Batman animated series. We're just gonna do movies and TV shows, not comics or anything like that. I already know my pick. I'm going. Don't get me wrong. I can't believe Phil. I'm surprised you didn't like the live action. I mean, the most recent one is meh, but especially Christopher Nolan's one, like Batman Begins, Batman Dark Knight Rises, like oh, those are so good. All right, we're getting a little festive up in here. Home Alone versus Elf. First of all, you're wrong. All right, next, Phil. Not that I know of. I'm going Elf. Elf is. I mean, Home Alone is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't watch it every year though. Every year, I take the time and watch Elf. I try to watch it multiple times, but at least once a year, I go. I'm like, I'm watching Elf 100%. No denying it. Home Alone, if it's on, I'll watch it. It's kind of like one of those things. It is good. I will admit it is good. Um, but it's just there's no beating Will Ferrell. Like I mean I don't know. I just love. I ever since I can remember, it's been a tradition. Even though my mom hates it. All right, this one's gonna be an interesting one. Friday versus Boys in the Hood. It was. We go Boys in the Hood. I mean, just because I have an amazing memory of it, like first time I watched it, I was at my friend Ryan's birthday party, And his mom comes down as we're watching in the middle of watching it, and she's like, "Are you sure this is appropriate for Christian?" Just points me out. I was, keep in mind I was the only white kid there, and I was, like, yeah, I'm fine with it. It was just like so, just out there. I was just like, she points me out at everyone. But yeah, and then there's the iconic Ricky, which I'm sorry, but that scene, it is sad. It's supposed to be sad, but just the way they said Ricky, we made fun of it for like 2 years. Yeah. All right. Spider-Man versus Batman. All right. Home Alone versus Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna go Home Alone. Also, I'm gonna be honest. I got halfway through the first Friday and was like, it's okay. But that was like years ago, so maybe my opinions changed since then. But I haven't really watched much of Friday. Home Alone or Spider Man? Spider Man wins. I went Spider Man too, also. Alright, what's next? I should have enough battery to make it through the show. Alright, so, according to sources, Final Destination 6 has begun filming. I got through the first five. I thought they were done, but apparently they're not. It's a movie series. Yeah, it's something I never really think to go back to, but it's a good watch if you haven't seen it. I'd like to see how they get more creative with their kills, because I mean they've done a lot. There's like, not to spoil it, but there's been like theme parks, airplanes, kitchens, even what was it? Tanning places. I mean, it's they're starting to run out of places to go with it. So hospitals. I think there was one at a hospital. I mean, it's getting insane. So I'm definitely interested to see they uh, how they get uh, creative with their kills. Basically, it's the main character has can basically see the future in a dream, and once they see what happens, they die in the dream, and then they wake up, tell everyone, everyone thinks they're crazy, and then one by one they all die, as they did in the dream. And it's basically saying you can't escape death. That's basically the moral of the story. You can't cheat death. All right. Bad Boys 4 has wrapped filming. Yeah, even as a huge Will Smith fan, just it's sometimes it's just time to say goodbye. Uh, every I'm not just pointing out Bad Boys. Lots of movies and TV shows are doing this nowadays. Like they try to keep an older film alive by making a new one, and it's never hits the same. Star Wars is a great example. Like they should have just let it be after the prequels. Like there's tons of examples. Them bringing back iCarly, another example. So just that too. Yeah, I mean it's just like Henry Danger too. I just heard they're making a movie. Like yeah. I good. Yeah, I agree. Um, again, or not again, but I haven't watched the iCarly series either. I was just throwing that out as an example, but yeah, one really great example of this is Fast and Furious. Just let it die. It's made its money. It did what it's supposed to do. It did its job. Lay it to rest. You don't need two reboots, two reboots, five TV series, a, a book. You don't need all these things to keep it alive. Or not really keep it alive, just you don't need all those things to make money. To make money, you need a great idea. Like Bad Boys, like you said, Bad Boys 3 was the perfect way to just potentially send it off. Three movies in a series, I feel like is a good ending point anyway. Like you got one started off great, perfect, beautiful. Movie two, okay, another one, build up the hype, especially if it was a good movie. Uh, 9 times out of 10, everyone's disappointed, but that's okay. Come back amazing, strong with a movie three, and boom, perfect ending to the story. Beginning, middle, end. Three. What? Okay. It's been so long. I'm gonna be honest with you. Uh, I'm gonna say the first one. The first one is where I really fell in love with the series. It's another movie where I'm just like, I never think to go back to it. It's a great movie, it's just I never think of it. Apparently there is, according from November 25th, 2023, Jackie Chan said, "We are hope to start filming next year. We hope to finish the script by the end of this year. We hope to release the film in 2024 or 2025 on Rush Hour 4." Yeah, I mean, just just let series die. That's basically what we're saying. It makes great if it makes great money, perfect. Sell memorabilia from it, like 25th anniversary. Come up with a great T-shirt, hoodie. If you want to get creative, shoes. Limited run. Boom. Make $1 million easy. Like we don't need all this repeat movies, especially years after. And this is where we go back to Star Wars. It was what, 10, 20, no, not 20 years, but at least 10 years after the prequels came out, they brought it back. Like, okay, after 10 years, maybe I'm interested, but eh. Yeah, spin-off. Yeah, that would be good. I wouldn't complain about that. Yeah. Another example, it hurts my heart to give this as an example, but I know it's true. Everyone knows it's true. The Walking Dead. That show, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I hope to direct an episode of one of the spin-offs one day, but it should have died a long time ago. It had no reason to have 11 seasons and three spin-offs, but it makes money. So, next one. Going back to overdoing things. Community movie. Have you guys watched the show Community? Well, I wouldn't say all ages. There are some questionable things that happen in that show. Um, yeah, my film teacher introduced me actually to this show. He showed a couple episodes in class. It was really funny. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm not against it. Uh, Donald Glover is amazing. Vanette Nicole Brown is amazing too. I mean, all of these actors are amazing, but I don't know how it would relate to on a movie format. TV show, it's good because it doesn't have to really connect, but T or movie, I don't know if they're planning on doing a series or not, but I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. But I mean, great show. I hope it's good. I'm definitely gonna watch it, but I'm kind of iffy about it. All right, last thing for the fun show, Dune Awakening MMO game is coming out. First trailer was released a couple days ago. I don't know, personally, not my type of game, but I mean, I would have to see like stuff, gameplay and stuff like that from it. Dune Awakening. Yeah. I I don't know how. I'm not really hyped for this Dune Awakening game because I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched Dune Part One or Two. They're on my watch list, but I just haven't watched them. But a game I'm looking forward to coming out is Star Wars Outlaws. I'm just waiting for that to come out, or even be announced the release date. All right, let's get into some sports. NFL Combine happened a few days ago, I think. Yeah, I mean, I was never really interested in the combine either. Uh, yeah, I mean, I just wait for the draft and see. I wish they would put them all in an actual football game, break them up into teams, and rate how they are in an actual football game. Pretend like it's an actual NFL game, and then see how they play from there. But then you got injuries and stuff like that too. So next up, team report cards came out a week or two ago. So yeah. So Falcon, or starting off with the Packers this time. Treatment of families, B plus, ranked fifth out of 32. Food service and nutrition, A, ranked first out of 32. Weight rooms, A, ranked fifth out of 32. Strength coaches, A, ranked 10th out of 32. Training room, B minus, ranked 12th out of 32. Training staff, A minus, ranked 15th out of 32. Locker rooms, B, ranked 14th out of 32. And team travel, A, ranked 4th out of 32. Falcons. Good. Falcons. Treatment of families, B, ranked 12th out of 32. Food and service slash nutrition. Food service slash nutrition, C minus, ranked 16th out of 32. Weight rooms, C minus, ranked 27th out of 32. Strength coaches, D minus, ranked 31st out of 32. Training rooms, B minus, ranked 12th out of 32. Training staff, A, ranked 9th out of 32. Locker room, D, ranked 25th out of 32. Team travel, A minus, ranked 9th out of 32. All right, moving on. So what else happened in the I mean, it's only the training room that the weight room and the training room and the locker room that I'm worried about. And treatment of families. All right, fine. I guess if I have to, I'll do the Steelers. Treatment of families. D minus, ranked 27th of 32. Food and nutrition, food service and nutrition, B plus, ranked 8th out of 32. Weight room, C, ranked 25th out of 32. Strength coaches, A minus, ranked 17th out of 32. Training room, D minus, ranked 27th of 32. Training staff, B plus, ranked 22nd of 32. Locker room, D plus, ranked 22nd out of 32. Team travel, B, ranked 15th of 32. So I want to put emphasis on locker room. I saw so many comparisons of college $500 million locker rooms versus, or yeah, $500 million locker rooms versus Steelers. Like I think it's $5 billion locker room, and it's embarrassing. Like our locker rooms, I don't know if you guys saw, but here, college. Let's just go Alabama. So this is Steelers because I can't get a comparison picture. And then this is just as an example, Alabama's. Like that's Alabama's. And that's like only 500 million versus our like 5 billion. I mean, this is even the Rams. Rams locker room. Even that's better than ours. Like, I'm disappointed. But all right. Anything else for sure? Football? I mean, he's definitely not going Steelers. I know that. All right. So you guys want to do basketball? Wow, again? Better him than us?
A good 5 years before we see like this big explosion from him. 'Cause you gotta think he's with the Spurs. They don't really have any talent there. There isn't much of an impact that he'll have if he's just doing it really by himself. And right now, he's really just doing it by himself. These are not the Spurs that we grew up with. This is just, I don't know, what's left of them, really.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I was curious on your thoughts on that. I know the last question, at least on my part, that I have, who do you have coming out the East, and then who do you have coming out the West to go to the NBA Finals? Me personally, I feel the East is really only one true team. You can maybe argue two or three. The West is where it gets really, really interesting and complicated. But what's your thoughts on that?
I think the representatives from the East would, I feel like I'm going to say the Bucks, but I'll also say this: the Bucks gotta keep play at a high level consistently. They play at a high level, then they don't, then they do. If the Bucks can stay playing at a high level, I say the Bucks out of the East. The West, I say so many different teams. I say the Nuggets. Say OKC. If OKC can keep playing the way they're playing, maybe them. I don't see the Lakers. I say it's between the Nuggets and OKC coming out of the West.
Okay, I like that. I know from out the I got the Atlanta Hawks, and out the West. Uh, thing. No, all serious. Out the East, I got the Boston Celtics. I think the Celtics are the undisputed best team in the league. I think the only team that can stop them is themselves. Honestly, as long as they stay healthy and not just choke, I think the Celtics are coming out the East, and I think they're going to win. Coming out the West is so interesting because you got the Clippers, you got the Nuggets, you got the Timberwolves, you got OK. You know, I'm not count. The Lakers have been playing some solid basketball over the last month. I'm not counting them out. I'm not counting the Warriors out. They've been playing some solid basketball. You got Phoenix in there, Sacramento for what it's worth, the Pelicans for what it's worth. But me personally, kind of biased, I'm going to take the Clippers coming out. I think it's about time. I think this Kawhi and PG era finally needs some success, some final success. So I'm gonna take was it Clippers and Celtics in the finals. The two seed.
I can see the Celtics, but I cannot see the Clippers though.
The thing about them, Kawhi, we know as long as he's healthy, he's gonna be great. Paul George is a question mark, and James Harden is a question mark. Yeah, that's really with them.
That's all I have to say about basketball. I don't know about you, Phil.
Yeah, yeah.
On to hockey.
Yo, what was the hockey fight I saw? Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? It went on for I think they said it was the longest one in a while. It went on like a full minute or minute and a half. I forgot what the teams were. I saw.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, let's see how our Penguins are doing, Phil. Last Tuesday, 4-3 Penguins versus the Canucks. Well, I already know how they did because I followed Penguins on pretty much everything.
Okay.
So we won that. When did we play again? You know what? Let me just go to the page. 4-3 Canucks. 0-2 loss to the Kraken. 3-4 loss to the Flames. 6-1 loss to the Oilers. And then yesterday, coming in hot with the 5-3 win against the Blue Jackets.
Okay, nice.
And then for the Rangers, let's see, 28th. 4-1 win against the Blue Jackets. 4-3 loss against the Maple Leafs. 4-2 loss against the Panthers. And that's it. So, go ahead.
Rough week for us, man.
So, Phil, have you finally caught some games and officially a Pittsburgh Penguins fan? Or are you still
No,
on the edge?
I haven't caught any recently. Honestly, I'm getting to the point now. How much longer is left in the season?
Let's see.
I'm getting to the point where I can finally be able to watch them and stuff.
I think we still got a good chunk of the season left. One probably faster.
Paul George says Nicki Minaj asked him to be in one of her music videos and he declined. What the hell?
So this is schedule. I think the season runs through April, but let me double check. All right, so it looks like the last regular season games are the April 18th.
Okay.
So we got a little over a month.
Okay. It's been on for. It started kind of in the middle of football season, didn't it?
Yep, I think. I want to say October.
Oh.
So it won't load. No, not even in. So it started the end of September.
Okay. Yeah, so it's been on a while.
Yeah. Yeah, the 18th is the last of regular season, and then we have playoffs, and then the Stanley Cup Finals. But the Penguins are in a rough patch right now, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Alright, I think that's it, unless you guys have anything else to add.
Baseball's in spring training. That's about it.
Okay. When does baseball season start?
I'm not sure. I just know they're in spring training right now.
Okay.
March. It starts in March, end of March. Wait, what? No. Oh yeah, March 28th.
Okay. Yeah, so coming up here.
Yeah, coming up pretty soon. I think that is it for us. Until next week. You'll be seeing a new atmosphere next week.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to continue with my chair or with my couch, but we shall see. All right.
Okay.
We'll talk to you guys next week.